It's surprise time, ladies and gentlemen. Not only is the single rod extendable rod sleeve back in stock, inside of this I have the 10-foot Black Pearls. That means the whole Black Pearl rod range is back in stock on omctackle.com, and not to mention a brand new addition, the 10-foot Spod Rod, and that thing is one animal. That was weird. We are now going to see the power of the 10-foot carp rod, and we're going to do some casting techniques, and then you can just imagine how incredible the 10-foot Spod Rod is that is new into the range of the insane Black Pearl carp rod range, because it is beyond value for money. So if you want to learn a little bit about casting techniques that most of you will be able to apply to your fishing, you can take a little 5'5" Iranian, and he's going to show you a little bit of heart, a little bit of desire, and a little bit of techers can mean anyone can cast 30 wraps. Now this ain't in negotiation. Our Black Pearl carp rod range is without a doubt the best value for money carp rod on the market. Not only is it 24 ton and 30 ton blend carbon, it also has the symbolic, beautiful EVA and cork handle combination that now couples so beautifully with the Black Pearl reel. So we have loaded it up with dance floor shock leader braid and a bit of dance floor 12-pound mono, and we are going to give you a little bit of casting demonstration. So I'm going to give you some techniques that you can apply. This is the sort of techniques that I use fishing. This is clipped up to 30 wraps. If you want proof of us going around 30 wraps, go and watch another boring video. I'm going to show you some simple techers, okay? It's just a bare lead, but bear in mind this is a 10-footer. We can go up through the size spectrums of the different rods, go up in sizes, but the ironic thing is my technique does not change. I'm going to wet the spool a little bit. 30 wraps. And as I say, for $99.99, this 10-foot carp rod, and you can imagine what the Spod Rod is like, is a joke. So let's see how easily can Alihamidi, the man renowned for using only bait boats, rowing boats and never casting, cast 30 wraps with a 10-foot carp rod. I will show you how easy. There you go. First time of trying, 30 wraps with a 10-footer, 12-pound dance floor. And that is just a simple forward step, pulling the rod through. I don't even think I'll give it welly. Let's try again. I'll quite simply forward it. And I am not a tournament caster, so I'm not claiming to be Terry Edmonds or any of the other guys you see out there. Those guys can slam them out there 160s, 170s, but very few of you are ever going to do this type of fishing. This is the technique I like to use for accuracy. So I would normally hold the rod in front, I'd point my left foot at the target, I'd have the rod there, the rod will point at where I want to go. It will quite simply go where you aim it, as long as you've got that left foot pointing forward, arms pointing at your target, look 45 degrees above the skyline where you're aiming, swing it back, and then step. Lovely. Another little tip for you, if you are going, I'm doing it with a 10-footer as if I'm talking about casting a long way, but when I am casting a long way, give it a little dip there, get all the rings, especially when it's hot weather, get those sea guides, which are a real feature of the rods themselves. Give them a really, really good dunking. And again, remember, ladies and gentlemen, I do not claim to be a big hitter, but even without practice, without fishing long ranges for a very long time, it comes back to you like riding a bike. this is my little stepping technique. So 1, 2, 3. There you go. Unbelievable rods for the money. They really are insane value for money. And you can imagine this is the carp rod. So for spodding fans, if you've been waiting for the Black Pearl 10 footers to come back into stock, not only are the carp rods back, there is a spod rod, and then you have the 12-foot carp rods back in stock, the 12-foot spod and marker back in stock, and the 13-footers. Right, let's do some other simple techniques. I will stand there, arms straight, little bit, this right arm will have a little give in it. Again, you can either stand like that, or you tilt on your pivot on your back leg, so your weight's there, and it's all about weight transfer. You'll hear a lot of people say that, and it is. For a little guy like me, to get the acceleration, that's what I need to do. I need to pivot, use the swing back, let the carbon start to load on the swing back, and then basically pull that rod through. So I hold it here, I sit, my weight's on my back foot, back it goes, and then step. There you go. I'm getting better as I go, showing you different techniques. So there are multiple ways you can cast a carp rod. And there are multiple ways, but nothing beats practice. So if you are just getting into carp fishing, I've shown you 3 different methods there that you can take anywhere, from the little lob, forward and front, swinging it in front of me, and then back over my shoulder, to then a step cast. The Black Pearls are back in stock. Wow, we mean it. Go.